Well, looks like there is a huge summer transfer plan at Man United happening, and the people that are going to be at the helm of it are going to have to be selected by Sir Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS. No time to waste. We are into April, almost mid-April, and we need to be having people to work upon these transfer plans. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Happy Eid to all the Muslims all over the world and all the viewers of this channel. And let's see, close to 200 likes. Smash on this video, and let's not forget to obviously subscribe, because you're left with like 50 subscribers to hit 17,100 subscribers. So guys, continue to do the needful and obviously put in the best of the best. So we are here to confirm to you that Manchester United have gone ahead to obviously make it permanent. I told you that they've gone ahead to sack John Murtough, and he's not going to be the sporting director for the club of Man United in this summer transfer window. And obviously it has gone ahead to come to pass, and the club of Man United has gone ahead to obviously put out a statement, and John Murtough is no longer a person in charge of sport directing Man United, and it is official. John Murtough is to step down from his position as football director of United and leave the club. This has been made official by the club of Man United. I came out and really did a video that Sir Jim Ratcliffe was going to hate to sack him. Some people said, Rokani, no, he's not leaving. I told you he's going to leave because they cannot work with incompetent people. And look at the people on top of the board. There is no way they can be really coming up to obviously work out well with the people that have gone ahead obviously coming through and really reorganize the club. And reorganization is going to have to be headed by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. There is Johan Cloud and Dave Bresfold. When you look at their competency, there is no way they could work with a person in the caliber of John Murtough, who was going to hit obviously do lots of wrong things. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe hinted on it that the problem is not the problem at Man United has not been the managers, it has not been the coaches and the players, but the helm of the club has been really bad and the recruitment has been really bad. So that's why this guy is going to have to leave the club of Man United. And people like Sir Jim Ratcliffe have gone ahead and said, we want to thank John Murtough for his loyal service over many years and for his support and integrity during this period of transition. He leaves with our best wishes for the future. And if at all you've been knowing what United is all about, it has been all about this guy and Ed Woodward, who have obviously gone ahead to make stupid decisions of really keeping incompetent people at the club of Man United. And incompetency has been really the huge reason as to why these players have gone ahead obviously coming through and feel like they are entitled to everything at the club of Man United. Yet it should be the difference that the people at the top should be so much respected and feared by the players, knowing that they can easily move them on if at all they don't do the needful. That is the ugliest bit of it. So these players who have always gone ahead to come up and not really put in a shift have gone ahead to be sent a message that no one is untouchable. No one is immune to being fired out of the club of Man United. And ever since Sir Jim Ratcliffe has gone ahead to come into the club of Man United, he has found himself in a position of really getting rid of very many people, and more are still gonna be shown the exit door at the club of Man United. And I tell you, it's really gonna really act on well for the club of Man United. And this is what I love about INEOS, and these are things INEOS is supposed to be doing day in, day out. The incompetency has been so much, and if they are clearing the deadwood, the better, and I'm really excited for that to happen. So after that, even Joe Glazer, the co-chairman of Man United, has also come out and really said the following after this guy has been really sacked. After 11 years of tireless work for the club, John Murtough has mutually agreed with us that now is the right time to step aside and allow the new football leadership structure to be in the place. He will always be welcome back at Man United as a friend of the club. he's not gonna be welcome. Why should he be welcome? You know, what should we be thanking him for? That is the hugest point that we should really asking ourselves. What should we be thanking him for? Because I tell you, one of the moments that you'll ever come up to really face in a game of at the club of Man United is to really give this guy credit, because he has not gone ahead to do anything. We credit him for what? Why should we welcome him back at the club? And I think the Glazers have just found themselves in a position of having nothing to do. There is nothing they can do, because they loved their mates like Edward Ward, but situations have gone ahead to force them out. Richard Arnold has gone ahead to leave, but they never wanted them to leave, because these are the people that have gone ahead to keep them into their shell, and they're really people that could obviously dance to the tunes of these people. So for me, it really comes out to my understanding that it has come to the beginning of the end of John Murtough, and I'm really excited that they're gonna hit obviously push him out of the club, because he has been the reason as to why United is really performing badly, and his recruitments have always gone ahead to be questioned. The way we've gone ahead to negotiate, right? The way we've gone ahead to negotiate deals has been really very unappealing, and that's why I'm really excited that these two are leaving. The CEO is leaving, obviously, and him leaving, then the sporting director is going to have to follow him up. So that is really very important to note, that it's a really good move by INEOS, and we expect more people to come in through. Now, we know Omar Berrada is already the waiting CEO of Man United. He's on the gardening leave, but he's in talks with Sir Jim and David Bresfold on what is called a plan for the summer. And today, James Jackson, I think is a United correspondent for The Guardian and Observer, has told us that Omar Berrada and Jason Wilcox have been lined up to lead Manchester United's transfer market structure this summer, because Sir Jim Ratcliffe believes Dan Ashworth's arrival as the sporting director is still a while away. So after that, we also had the story coming in through from James Darker. Man United are accelerating to appoint Jason Wilkes and Dan Ashworth after announcing the departure of football director John Murtough. They also added and said Omar Berrada and Jason. Not really. This is not the story I had to put out here. It is somewhere here. This is Omar Berrada. Sorry, this is Telegraph Dhaka. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his INEOS team want Omar Berrada, Dan Ashworth, and Jason Wilkes to spearhead a new football operations team at Man United going forward. Berrada is due to formally start working at United in July. There is hope that Wilkes will be able to begin his role in weeks, and talks remain ongoing with Newcastle over Dan Ashworth. Now, the fact right now is the summer is around the corner, and all what we are waiting for are the plans. And you cannot really do plans when you're not having the technical paper round. With Dan Ashworth looking to take some long time to obviously come into the club of Man United, the board is like, can we really get in another player? Can we really get in another person? Willox, because he's also good at that and he negotiates these deals. And Manchester United is really looking to use Omar Berrada and Willox to obviously negotiate these deals and obviously see to it that they bring in the necessary players that can obviously do the job. I really understand exactly what this means. Omar Berrada is a good negotiator of these deals, and it's all about Dan Ashworth, Eric Ten Hag, Willox, and Omar Berrada sitting down and really agreeing with the players they want to bring in the club of Man United on the style of play, and then they give in the money. And these people will negotiate perfect deals for the club of Manchester United. After negotiating perfect deals for the club of Man United, I think the rest will be history, and it will obviously come to our understanding that it will never really go unnoticed that these people will be the ones responsible for changing the club of Man United and really getting it to the levels that we were at way back. So for me, I'm really excited about how Man United is really gonna find themselves in a position of really recruiting players in this summer. But this summer transfer plan is really great. Getting out players, getting out incompetent people, and getting incompetent people is really one of the moments that he will ever want to look at. So we can't wait and see how Omar Berada does his business alongside Wilcox. But this other guy is really on the delay. He might not really come in as early as possible, but Jason Wilcox is gonna come in through in the coming weeks. So if he comes in through, he'll draw a very proper plan for the club of Man United. Those who are supposed to leave, how are they leaving, and how is the club going to really make it happen? But I think for the for those supposed to depart, it's really known. It's all about money reasons. The club is spending huge money on players, and they want to really cut what we call the wage bill for the club of Man United. So tell me about the huge transfer summer plans for Man United kickstart. And what do you make about John Murtough leaving the club of Man United, and he has been gone ahead to be bid farewell by the side of Man United? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rock and Heavy remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Arsenal is still trailing by 2-1 at Emirates, and Real Madrid and Man City. What is the result like? Let me check here. I think it's still 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. So we wait to see how things really pan out. I'm out.